Hello, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to the Taurus new moon on April 26th. This one is so welcome right now because we've had such a time of shifting, changing, crazy confrontation, tumultuous energy, all these retrogrades, these planets moving forward and direct, all in the month of April. I mean, there's so much going on, and now we have this new moon in Taurus, the sign of stability and security and grounding, and it's coupled with a numerology code that is also about security. The 26th of April is an 8 universal day, and the whole date adds up to 22. So we got the number 26-8 and 22-4, and 4 and 8 are in the manifestation triad, the very secure, stable, grounding triad in numerology. So coupled with Taurus, the sign of just the sensual sign that connects us to the earth and to beauty and grounding our values, and is just such a strong sign. We have the ability now to move through some of this craziness that's been, happily changing us, but not the easiest change, right? There's been a lot of shifting going on. So now it's like Taurus and the numbers code, they're saying, okay, you can calm down, relax, we've got your back. We are now helping you to implement everything that you've discovered. So when the manifestation triad is activated, especially the numbers 4 and 8, which are the numbers of fate and destiny, we know where we're heading. We get a really strong sense of moving a certain direction, right? So at 6 degrees too, where this new moon, where the sun and moon are located, that's the number of love and home and family. And Venus, the ruler of this Taurus new moon, is also about love and family and compassion and beauty. And the number 6 and Venus are actually related. They're actually connected, the numerology and astrology of Venus and the number 6. So it accentuates what Venus is bringing. And Venus just went direct a few days before this, a little over a week before this. So Venus was in its retrograde motion for 6 weeks, and now it's moving forward again. And the other thing about the influence of Venus is it's currently, at the time of this new moon, at 29 degrees in Pisces, which is the final degree of the zodiac, in the final sign. So it's the last degree right before we start Aries again. So this is called a critical degree. And critical degrees enhance and magnetize whatever is on them. And in this case, Venus, the ruler of the new moon, is there on 29 degrees Pisces. And Venus loves Pisces. Pisces is unconditional love and kindness and generosity and forgiveness and our spiritual connection to each other. And Venus is about love. So there's a beautiful awakening now in your heart to connect with everyone and everything in a way that just makes sense. It just feels right. So allow that to happen. Allow this theme of love to infuse your soul as, this sense that you are an abundant being, that there's nothing that's holding you back from feeling like you can just be in your mission, your values, and allow those to just flourish without any excuses. And at the same time, accepting that everybody else has the same right that you have, the same freedom to be who they are. And that allows you to just be present and forgive and forget and allow everyone to be who they are and you to be who you are. And this is the most beautiful, most mature way to live on this planet Earth anyway. The other thing is that Venus is conjunct, that means merged with Chiron in the heavens right now. So, and this is happening in Pisces, right? That beautiful, transcendent, spiritual, healing sign. So this means that you're healing from some relationship, or your relationship with money, or you're allowing yourself to forgive yourself about how you love another, how you feel about abundance, and have a relationship with love that is healthy, or with money that is healthy, or your values that is healthy. So now this conjunction with Chiron is squaring Saturn. And so again, it's opening you up to get in touch with Source, with God, with the divine, as you're going through this healing process, which makes it just so much easier. I mean, having this portal open into galactic center through Saturn, the planet that rules our mission, that rules getting serious and organized and taking responsibility for what we're here to do, implementing our gifts, and having that merged with these beautiful planets, Venus and Chiron and Pisces. It's just such a magical quality of awakening that's going on. And speaking of awakening, we have this gorgeous grand trine that's happening as well between Uranus and Mercury, which are just activating your genius, stimulating your inspiration, allowing you to feel like anything is possible, connecting to other species and other galaxies, making cars that run on water. I mean, anything is possible, and to be able to bring it into the mainstream. This is really what's coming up now in this next paradigm. And this grand trine during this Taurus new moon, which is about implementation and making things real, grounding things into the earth, into reality. This grand trine is happening with the North Node, which is our future, and Saturn. They're forming this big triangle in the sky. So, man, this is so cool because it's attracting not only long-lasting relationships that are new, exciting, different into our lives, sudden turns of events worldwide in your own life, new perceptions, an explosion of beautiful new alignments between people, between thoughts, between ideas, between inventions. So you're looking at the future, North Node, with more seriousness, Saturn, and you're doing it. It's freeing you up to not dissipate your presage energy anymore, and just combine your resources, right? The values that you have for lasting success. It's just really a beautiful time too to create better habits in your life. See where you are, see if you're living in true reality or just passing time, right? Are you wasting your time, or are you actually getting out there and implementing what you're here to do? This is the time to really understand that it's all possible. And remember, Saturn is part of this grand trine, and Saturn is facing galactic center. I can't emphasize this enough. So now I mentioned Mercury's conjunct Uranus. Now Mercury is still retrograde, and so this allows the inspiration to really go deeply, because when any planet is retrograde, you're looking within. So it's a wonderful moment to tune in and receive magical messages, heavenly inspiration that is integrating with human intelligence, surprising conversations with your new friends or old friends, but these connections really are exciting. And these developments are so thrilling that are happening now, because as they happen, you are able to shift very easily and even reevaluate beliefs that you've carried around, maybe even for lifetimes. Now, Mercury and Uranus are trine Saturn, as I mentioned, as part of this grand trine, and that allows you to manifest and concentrate and, really use that creative force where the universe resides, right? The galactic center is love, and it allows you to love your ideas into reality, to expand your heart, to open up about relationships, about intimacy, about your feeling of being a infinitely abundant soul with infinite resources. This is that spark of light that's being activated now, that enlightenment that you are actually experiencing now. Now, what's also really exciting is that we have, with all of these, amazing, beautiful events surrounding this new moon, a major spiritual healing taking place. When Chiron and Venus come together and Venus rules this new moon, and they're forming an exact square to Saturn, right, pointing into the center of the galaxy. There's a way that you have built your life now that you are recognizing that may need to be changed. So what structures have you put in place that now need to just be let go of, need to crumble, need to make room for a healthy new way of living? So Chiron is coming in now, forming this very, very powerful activating square with Saturn, and clearing this negative energy around you, this fear that you've been holding onto, the fear of of letting go of what feels familiar but is really no longer valuable and is actually devaluing who you are, right? This fear is an infestation that needs to be cleared. And Chiron square Saturn and conjunct Venus during this new moon, man, this is really allowing you to let go of that fear, to release it, to just be free and explore who you are without any judgment, right? This is truly about unconditional love of yourself first. Remember that Venus is in Pisces during this new moon at 29 degrees, the final degree of the zodiac. This is all about unconditional love. This is a very emphasized degree, the final degree, 29 degrees, critical degree. There's no coincidence, as you know, there are no such things as a coincidence. And in this case, coming after this major period of change, it's even more emphasized. You know, be in a place of total transparency and forgiveness, and just focus on you and what makes you happy, and allow others to do the same, and the world will just come back and allow you to thrive. I mean, the energy right now is so set up for this to happen, for this exchange to happen. As long as you are able to put yourself in this place and allow the purging to continue, the healing to continue, and the welcoming of new energy to just inspire you to the core of your being, you are set up to just do so well right now. Now, to be able to really keep up with the weekly shifts, make sure you tune into my free weekly videos by clicking on the link in this video, because I give you the theme of the week and I give you the highlights of the week, and it's a little bit more detailed just so you can stay in touch with the energetics as they unfold in the codes and stars. Have a beautiful, beautiful Taurus new moon, and I look forward to seeing you next time for our Scorpio full moon in May. Lots of love.